January 2021, and things are crazy right now. Things are different, very, very different, would you say? So I am joined today with Simi Ajla, Matt Antrim, and Alex Weston. All are incredible agents and advisors on our team here. And we're going to talk about the market. We're going to talk about what they're seeing in the market, some expectations. What does the inventory look like? What do we think the next couple months are going to look like? So let's just jump right in. The thing is, right now, more than anything, yes, I mean, sales were up like crazy. 40%. I'll just talk about the general city overall right now. 40% year over year increase in number of sales. Prices have gone up a little bit. But the crazy part is this inventory number. This is what we keep seeing, what we keep hearing, what you guys are feeling. Do you guys feel it out there?
Mm-hmm. Right now, if the product is good and it's priced competitively, it's gone. It's selling right away.
Yeah.
And that's been a consistent theme here for the last couple of months.
Sometimes within hours or within that day at least.
Yeah.
Definitely seeing a lot more multiple offers as a result of that because the inventory is so tight. So it's just super critical to have a really good strategy when something good does come on the market because it will sell.
Absolutely. And what are you seeing, Matt?
It's just like no December we've seen before. It feels like a spring market again, and the weather definitely helps to add to make it feel like a spring market with the mild conditions. So people are wanting to get out, enjoy the spring-like weather for now, and they're out shopping.
Yeah. And I think that's the big thing is there's a ton of buyers that are sitting on the sidelines waiting for product to come on who have something to sell, and everyone's just waiting. I don't know what we're all waiting for, but we're all waiting for something. And it's definitely a weird market. And so let's go back to this. I'll share the screen again. Detached houses specifically, they had a year over year number of sales. So December this year, or I guess last year, 2020, compared to 2019, increased 42.5% in the number of sales that actually happened. That's redonkulous. That is crazy.
I don't think I've ever seen that number that high.
Or heard redonkulous.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, that too. I've never seen that number that high, for sure. We are seeing semi-detached houses. They also had a year-over-year increase of 39% number of sales. Townhouses, had 33% increase in number of sales in December. And finally, the apartment condos had an increase, everybody. This is like a round of applause. This is where we have to celebrate. Condos had an increase of 38% year over year. What do you guys take of all this in terms of, I mean, prices are just floating around. Like that's kind of what that is doing. But what do you guys take when you see this much demand into a market where we're walking into potentially an unknown market? What do you guys take what is your take on all this? Let me hear from Simi first.
I'm not surprised that it's something that there's numbers we've never seen before because we just experienced a year like none of us have ever experienced before. So
absolutely.
I feel like these numbers in a way do make sense because you're right, they are so chaotic. They're sort of all over the place and unexpected. But I think it's because of the year, right? So part of me is kind of excited to see that there is still so much momentum in the market, and the December numbers are pretty shocking. I think Matt's right. I think the really, really nice weather is helping, but I think people are sitting at home a little bit more and people are spending a little bit less money. Maybe some people are still doing the online shopping, but for the most part, I'm finding people are definitely saving a little bit more money. And as a result, that down payment fund is starting to grow. So I think people are striking now because maybe financially they're ready.
And they're ready for change because they're tired of the same, right? The same thing being around them. So I think those are really good points. Before, Alex, we were talking about the current numbers. So currently we're sitting at in December, these numbers were 3,600 at the end of the month for number of listings in the city. Right now it's mid-July or mid-January. It feels like mid-July out some days, but it's mid-January. And what are we seeing in terms of number of properties on the market right now?
Overall, we're sitting at 3,733 properties. So that's everything. That's townhouses, apartment style condos, detached homes, luxury homes. So not a lot of inventory. And of that, if people are in the detached home buying market, we're sitting at just under 1,500, 1,495 detached homes. So things are tight.
Wow. So half the market is made up of everything other than detached homes.
Yeah, but as the numbers showed, the bulk of activity, while everything is up, detached homes are carrying a lot of that.
Absolutely. And so when you're looking at that, when you're advising clients, how are you advising them in terms of how to position, when to go on the market? Like what is your advice on that?
For me right now, I'm working with a lot of people who are looking to move up, which is sell a house that they're in right now or a townhouse or whatever it might be and move into a detached home. And a lot of the problem that we're having is while it's a good time for them to list their house, they've got no place to go. There's not a lot for them to choose from on the buying side. So more than ever, again, I know we harp on this a lot with our videos, but I think it's important to have a plan in place and be ready to go. Because the spur of the moment kind of thing, you'll get in trouble in a market like this if you're just kind of making decisions on a whim. So I think it's important for people to sit down with their advisor and put a plan in place of how they want to move forward and get their home ready, their home ready to sell and see how things are going in the next couple of weeks and just be ready to move if something comes up.
Yeah. So Matt, question for you is, if you were going to advise someone to do what Alex just said, what are some of the, like, say 3 or 4 things, like 2 or 3 things maybe, that they would need to do today? Because if a house pops on the market in this market, and whether it's a house, a townhouse, a condo, whatever it is, but it's whatever they're looking for, and they have something they got to sell, what is it like? What do they need to do? What are the 2 or 3 things that are most important to do to get ready so that they can make a decision to jump on it? Because I almost guarantee there's going to be 3 or 4 others that are thinking the same thing in this market, right?
I think for people who are in that move up category, they want to have pre-approval in place, get all your numbers, your ducks in a row. And with a house to sell, the idea right now is, get prepared before we even get on the market. Let's get photos done early. Let's get touch-ups around the house done early. Let's get the house staged. So when it is time to get on the market, we don't have to wait a week or 2. Yeah. We can get on in the next, 24, 48 hours. So it's all in the preparation right now for buying and for selling. So everybody needs to be prepared. The market is intense and it's at a faster pace than what we're normally used to.
Yeah. And I think final thought with that is also prepare and get ready for what you can be approved for. So figure that out as well, and have a pre-approval letter and write a letter about your personal family, because you could walk into a situation where you're multiple offers and you got to win, and that really helps. So thank you guys. Thank you for this. This has been if you have any other questions about the market, about Calgary, reach out to us, put a message down below. We'll see it and we'll be able to help you out. And that's what we have for you guys today. So on that note, we're going to say goodbye. Thank you very much. Adios, everybody.
Bye.
We'll see you later.
Bye.